we had just come off of Cloudy, and we were looking to do something like the opposite of what we had done last, and we saw this, and we were fans of Jonah, and we knew him, and we thought this would be quite a departure, and so we decided, let's go for it.
What is up, guys? Iggy Films here. I know it's been a while since we've talked, and I'm sorry about that. Look, I've just been, been busy, It's been a busy month, okay? Valentine's Day, my job, it's just life, sometimes it's, crazy. That's why I need you to share these videos so that, this can be my job, so I can keep doing this if you want more of this. But yeah, I mean, this video, you read the title, you know what it's about. Comedy movies, they just don't make them like they used to. And that's something that is a damn shame in the current state of cinema. In many ways, modern day superhero movies have replaced the comedy movie in the market. But even those movies only have certain elements of comedy. Very few are pure comedies like Deadpool, which was one of the funniest, most refreshing films the MCU has had. At least the last one. I mean, the first one is definitely dated. I mean, it's definitely an annoying character, but I mean, the third one is just amazing. Just incredible stuff. And it was just so self-aware. And today, I wanted to talk about one of the best movies that never fails to make me laugh, which is 21 Jump Street, directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Somebody said in
Movie
an interview, somebody was like, when you got the call to do 21 Jump Street, I was like, well, it was certainly not an incoming call.
Hello, this is the president of movies.
Yeah, I don't know that they had a strange idea of how Hollywood worked.
It's not a call, it's a call in.
Yeah. We actually had to make we made this booklet to try and sell why two crazy cartoon guys would be the guys to make this movie. And so we made this thing about, okay, here's what we think the look of the movie would be, here's what we think the tone should be, and here's some ideas how to make the script even better. And, we pitched it to Neil Moritz, the producer, and the studio, and, we had a good relationship with Amy and Michael and everyone at Sony because we had done Cloudy there, and they foolishly trusted us to make this.
A lot of this movie simply works because Phil Lord and Chris Miller are just really funny guys. And they are just really, really talented directors. When I showed this film to a friend of mine who only speaks Spanish, they were able to follow along with the visuals and still get the premise for every scene. This is because of good direction and cinematography by Barry Peterson.
It's different from what we did on Cloudy, which is different from what we did here, but there's still like a sort of inherent specific tone that I think is...
That cracks us up, I guess, yeah. I mean, we're trying to serve the needs of the movie all the time, It's just that, I don't know, that's how it comes out of us more than anything. More than consciously being like, oh, this is our style, this is how we do this.
This film is just incredible, and every single line in this movie is funny. There's not a single one that isn't funny.
Fucking think of something. Okay, your grandma's vagina, and there's a dick going into it. What the fuck? No, I'm just trying my best. Come on, man. You're a goddamn rock star. Do you feel that? God damn, you're so cool. You just shot him in the dick. I've never seen that. Who does that?
This film is honestly hilarious, and it's very much in line with Jonah Hill's other work.
Part of the press that I was reading about it is that it's a Jonah Hill style comedy. Does that make you nervous?
Is that?
I know. Well, it's in your.
I don't think there is, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that's whoever's way of selling something, but I mean, I don't think there's a Jonah Hill style anything. I mean, I don't think Moneyball is a Jonah Hill style drama or Cyrus or, whatever movie I do, it's just I try and do what's best for the movie.
Right.
Obviously, I can't go without mentioning Ice Cube. He is just incredible in this film. Of course, he is really funny, just like everybody else in the film. But on top of being really funny, his casting is just amazing. The fact that they got the guy best known for the song F the Police to be the police captain in this action film is one of the funniest casting decisions they could have made. The coach too. I mean, he's really good. Honestly, like there's nobody in this film that just does a bad job. Brie Larson is also incredible. The fact that Jonah Hill is totally going out with a minor and nobody's questioning it is hilarious. Like, this is just, like, everything about this whole movie and the plot is just so absurd, and just these people, I mean, like, they're honestly morally questionable for sure, which makes the film a lot funnier. Dave Franco is easily one of the best parts in the film. He is so good at acting in the film. He perfectly represents the high school drug dealer. He's just like some big pussy-ass bitch, and it's just perfect, and that's exactly what you would expect.
Fucking cops.
That's insane, man. Are you serious?
Okay, it's just like, I don't want to go to jail. You know what happens to a handsome guy like me in jail? It rhymes with grape. It rhymes with grape.
And the fact that this is a sequel to a show is just amazing. It features Johnny Depp. I mean, dude, you know what? Of course we have to talk about Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum, who are the stars of this movie. They do incredible, and they are just some of the best performers that they could have gotten for the film. Their line delivery is spot on, and without them two, I don't know if this film could have been anywhere near as good.
Cool and nerds go back to high school.
That's an awful title, what you just said.
Well, no,
We would never put that on there.
Shit.
And I started working on that when I was 23, and then we shot it when I think I was 27, maybe 26. And it was great. The best part, I think, was watching it kind of turn from everybody didn't understand why we wanted to do it, and they didn't get the idea of making fun of remaking a TV show and how lazy and like that's how Hollywood is. And now I've seen that done a lot since in comedies where they're like so self-referential and aware of like winking at the camera almost in that way. And I do think that was a novel idea of like the characters in the film being aware.
We're reviving a canceled undercover police program from the 80s and revamping it for modern times.
That they're in a lazy, dumb, big Hollywood idea was something I was really into. And then it was amazing because we were trying to find who was going to play the other person. Channing Tatum at that time was like known for like romantic movies and stuff. He was in he was in Step Up, and he was in a Nicholas Sparks thing. So he was a successful actor. My pitch to him, because no one wanted to do it, and so I was like, look, women really like you, but guys think you're like, you know, like a dancer or like a romance person, you know? He's like, I think if you do this movie, you'll become like this giant movie star because everyone will be a fan of yours, because he was so funny. When I met him, I was like, whoa. And it ended up being this great partnership, friendship. He's someone who I really like love and respect. And also Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who are so talented. I hired them off of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
As far as kind of the stereotypes and the typecasting that's kind of in this film, playing with like the nerd versus the cool dude and things like that, did you guys feel like the way that it was played with, that you guys went headlong into those stereotypes, headlong into the typecasting?
I think it turns it on its ear. I think we use stereotypes, but it's not like we, do the stereotypical ones, because things are so different now. I mean, when I was in high school, kids could, I was on the football team, but I loved video games, and I loved, Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. Like, I loved stuff that people would probably say is nerdy or whatever, but I don't know. I think it's a great vehicle for a movie, and especially comedy.
Yeah, we also were laughing at, the idea that stuff that made you nerdy 10 years ago is now kind of popular.
Yeah.
It's when we went to the Santa Monica High School prom to do research. We thought, oh, we're the young-looking guys. We'll blend right in.
No, but what's so funny is they were like, you guys, do you think we look like teenagers? Like, no.
You guys look so old.
So old.
And they talked to us like we were
so
freaking
old.
Methuselah or something.
Like, how old do you think we are? Like, oh my God, I don't even know. 24? Like, that's awesome. That's the oldest a person can be in your eyes.
Yeah. They're like, and then we showed them our driver's license, and they like
No!
spit their Coca-Cola out, and they're like, "That's like almost my dad's age."
What the hell?
I really, really, really enjoy Phil Lord and Chris Miller as directors, and I really even enjoy them as writers when it comes to Into the Spider-Verse. And I'm kind of disappointed that their version of Han Solo got canceled and reshot. I feel like we missed out on something truly special. But to be fair, I didn't even watch Han Solo. You know, maybe I should. I don't know.
So you guys ready for Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I guess?
The Amazing
Emo
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man? I'm very excited about Emo Spider-Man.
I am. I'm kind of pumped
Are you
about
ready
it.
to do the next one? Is that your...
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think Mark Webb might have something to say about it.
But do you guys want to do something big like that? Are you guys interested in that as another...
We're ambitious. I don't know if we're too big for our britches or not, but we're certainly ambitious.